and welcome to Tonic Studios. My name's Karen and today I'm going to be making the Magnificent Mortis Box for you. It's just going to be a simple construction. I mean, it does look quite comprehensively difficult. No, you've got instructions in your die set. It comes in a nice little folder which keeps it all nice and tidy for you. Your instructions are printed inside the folder so you're not going to lose them. I've got all the bits cut out for you. You don't need to see me cutting these. You've got, on your instructions, you've got an idea of what needs to be cut as well. So it's a help. It is a real help. It's such a sizable gift box that you could just put anything in it. It's got so much versatility. You can have one layer or as many layers as you want. You could put bases in the layers. You can leave them so they're all empty apart from the bottom one, which gives you this great big tall box. I just can't even explain how many ways you can make it. So what we'll do, we're going to show you how to make one layer today. And then I've got another layer made and I'll show you how to stack them. So we'll go from that. I've already cut the side pieces. So these are your side pieces. They've got this piece on the side here. This is actually the mortise joint. So a mortise joint is a carpentry term and it just means it's a joint that doesn't need glue, basically. So these are all going to fit together without glue, and we're going to glue something around the outside to hold them into position. So to fold this, you'll fold it in half along the main score line there, and then you've got 3 fold lines here. So the middle one is going to be a mounting fold there, and the one either side is going to be valley folds there. Then you're going to glue this piece together. So this is what's giving you your strength because it's doubled over. So you're going to glue this together. You can see I've got some more here, but I'm just going to glue this one. Let's get my trusty deluxe adhesive. Use it for pretty much everything. And then line this up with that top edge. Just make sure that's nice and straight. And then hold it down. So you can see what you've made there. You've got this piece in the middle, just here, and that's what gives your box the strength. So we've got 4 of these made. So you fold them on the little score lines, so you're making this little corner. You pop them all together, so you hold these together and they just slide into the next. So that's the, she says, not making it very easy, am I? Right, there's one there. And there's my next one. And we're going to slide that into the groove that's been made. And the next one, slide that in. There. And then your final one will slide into the first piece. That's your basic box construction. So that is what you will be making for every single layer. I mean, you've got decorative dies that will go on it, but like I say, we're just going to do basic construction for the moment. So to hold these together, because the actual joint doesn't need the glue, but we're going to use these little half circles with a score line in the middle. I've got so many of them. And we're going to use these to strengthen them. So when you're cutting, Just pop these half circle dies. The die will actually cut 3 of them at a time anyway, because Toby, who's designed this for us, he's very good at thinking, we're going to need a lot of these. So let's see how many I can squeeze on the die set. So he's made a die with 3 of them all tacked onto each other. So that's what you will be cutting. So whenever you're cutting something, pop one of these on as well. So you're cutting 3 at a time every time you cut. So I'm going to just reinforce these corners. You can see there's one there. And just line it up with the top of the box, a little bit of glue. There we go, that's a bit better. Another one there. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. Now, I like to do them on the top and the bottom. It does tell you in the instructions that you can just put the feet straight on the bottom, but to be honest with you, this is the way I like to do them. So I'm going to be awkward and change it slightly. I just find it easier to put the base in and keep it in position when you've got these. Okay, so let's just stick that one down. Turn again. And that's the 4 done for the top. Because these will just add a little bit of strength wherever you need it. There's also a full circle die that covers these. But we'll come to that one a little later. So we'll flip it over. We'll do the same again on the other side. So that's each corner. Hold that down. And then you've got the strength in the corners to be able to press against. That's why I know the instructions say one thing and I'm telling you something different, but it's entirely up to you how you do these. I mean, it's only that we tested the dies and we've made a few of them. I'm sure you've seen the samples. Al's made some absolutely amazing samples for the packaging, because you'll have images on your packaging to follow as well, obviously. And she's made some fabulous ones. Because, of course, it's not just this big box. There's the ability to make small boxes to fit inside it. So those are the strengthening pieces on there. And now we're going to put the base inside. So your base is actually made out of the second to largest die. So the lid makes the largest, which is this one here. You can see with the larger bits on the side. And then the next die in the set, which is this one, is the one that makes the base, because the base obviously is always slightly smaller than the lid. So what we've done is we have glued onto here already. It's going to take a while to make otherwise. If I've got to do every single bit and cut it and stick it on. So we've taken the die, we've cut it out. We're going to do it twice so that we can neaten it up as well. And then we're going to glue one of these glue tabs on all 4 sides, which I will do now. Just pop that on there. Make sure that hold it nicely. Which gives us this. And then we bring this back, pop it inside, like that. And then if you, this is the way I like to do it, because I like wet glue. This is the way I like to do it. I like to pop the piece in, get my glue on the one side, and then hold it and really press that glue. And you know then that it's right down to the base, because the bottom of your box is on the desk surface there, and you're pressing that right up against it. So we'll do that for each side. Just run the glue along. I mean, you can do this with tape, but I like wet glue because I know that my box is going to last. Right, just put that down. This is our third one. And then here's the last side. Pop that down. There we go. So although it looks, because there's so many components on the die set, it looks far more difficult than it actually is. I mean, Toby's done an amazing job of fitting all these pieces in. It's fab. Because not only have you got the ability to make the box, you've basically got a large square die set that is a full layering set as well. So that's a nice tool. So I've got 2 of these cut because I'm going to neaten the base by gluing another one on. So we'll pop that on there. I mean, this is obviously optional, but it's nice to give the box a nice finish. Just press that down from the inside. Okay, so that's our layer made. Now we come to the lid. So we'll do the same again. We'll fold our pieces up. At the sides, these are our glue tabs. And we've got these pieces, so we've got 4 of these. And these are the sides of the box lid. So it'll just make it a little bit higher. So I'm going to glue these together into a long strip here. Pop them together, making sure I fold them over so that I know that they're all level. Oh, my lid's not going to be wonky. Okay, that one to the next one. And the last one. You can cut this out to whatever card you've got. I mean, we've probably used about $240, I think, for this, just because it's what we had a lot of. So we're gonna pop this inside, so exactly the same way as I made the base. That's the way I like to make my lid as well. So pop them inside. Last side in, and you know then that you've got it all square and is central. So again, glue and press it up against there. I think I make more of a mess with tape than I do with glue, because I've got the red lining back in everywhere. So
when Geordie does a make-down,
Geordie is quicker because she does it so much.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
She's far quicker with tape than I will ever be. So that's why I tend to stick to my glue. I know what I'm doing, and I know it's gonna last.
We released a tissue box video a couple of weeks ago, and she had red line tape all up her arms.
Oh.
And everyone in the office was asking, what's she done to her?
Oh, she's got a hell of a cut to that. So, yeah, there's our lid. So that will simply fit, slide over the base there. Perfect fit for that. And like I say, you've got layers and all sorts that you can put on this. And there's a full layering die set for the top. So that's your lid. Now, legs. This looks a little more complicated than it needs to be. So these are our legs. Looks a bit strange. You've actually got two pieces stuck together here. So I'll show you exactly how to make these now. So these are the two pieces that you need. So there's the one with the shaped top and the pointed bottom there. That is going to be the outer leg piece. So you're just going to fold them over, pop a bit of glue on the triangle and close that up. So that's the outer. And then the inner leg piece, this is what gives it the strength, because your box is actually going to be resting on these. So they kind of go like this in the corner with your outer leg piece following it. So it follows the shape. So, but we're going to glue them together just because it's easier to get them on to the box. So we pop the inners here. Like I say, the rest of them are all glued together for you, so you can just see me assemble it then rather than have to make them all. Personally, I quite like it when a project takes me a while to make. It's like it seems like you're giving more of your time to somebody. And I think time is always more precious than anything you could give them. So we'll layer these together. So you make the inner, same way as you've made the outer. You pop it inside, you hold it together on the bottom so you know your level. And then that will just go in there. So we've got 4 of these. And now we'll pop a little bit of glue on the corner, a little bit of glue against the sides there. And we can pop it straight on. There's our leg. And another one. Corner. And there. And another one in place. And you can see there, that's where you get your strength, because you've got so many layers of card together and small pieces of card, and you've got the fold, and the fold always helps to keep things stronger. That on there. There's our third. And then our last one. There's the 4 legs. Now, should you want to, if you feel that you need more strength in the centre here, you can put 4 of these together, these inner leg pieces, and use them as a central support. And we've got that. When you have a look at the samples, when we do the reveal, you'll have a look at the reveal video and you'll see that you can pop those together and you've got the extra support. So if you are making this into a bigger box, then that is what you will be getting. Ah, that's what's in my way. So there's your box. Now we've got another one here. In true Blue Peter fashion, here's what I prepared earlier. So you can stack them together, but what you're going to need is you're going to need a way of keeping them together. So that's where these other pieces come. Now these They're a circle die cut. Now there's two together on a die plate as well, I think. This way. No, that way. That way, that way, that way. Right. So there's two together on the actual die. And again, it's Toby being the amazing Toby that he is, and he's given us extras. So you just fold them in half, and these become the strengtheners. So it's all about, when you've got a box this size, it's all about strength. So you can pop these inside your box as well. I think I'm going to do that as well, actually, while we're filming. So you can see exactly where you put these. So you can pop them inside the box, just for extra strength there. So it's the same as with the little half circles. Wherever you need that extra bit of strength, you pop one of these in there. And they've got the flat edge so that should you need it, it'll line up with the top of the box, because it's actually got, this is its sort of second purpose, shall we say, because its main job is what I'll show you next. So there's a bit of strength in that box. We've already got them in this box. Al's made that one yesterday. So for the strength that you need here, we put these little half circles, but we're also going to use them as spacers, because when we go to line this up on top, I mean, you'd have to be a machine to get these as perfect as you'd need them. Do you know what I mean? You'd have to be so perfect to get those. It's never going to happen. So what we tend to do is we'll space it out. So we'll put some more of these on, just on this bottom one. And then we're going to glue the half circles on all the way around. There's two. I mean, this is going to be a little bit of trial and error for you. So you can see how many you need. I mean, it may be 2, it may be 3. We're going to try with 2 and we'll see how close I am. I mean, you can always add another. You take a circle off and add another. That's what we've done previously. There's this one. That, and the last one. Yeah. I mean, it'll all depend on your card thickness and, like I say, how precise you are with your gluing and things like this. So we're going to go for it. We're going to try. We're only going to glue half of this, so you'd probably be better off putting it on this half circle, thinking about it, rather than onto the circle itself. Because this half circle has got a flat bottom and a flat top, ready to take the next box. And you can see you've got a little bit of room inside, in between where these lie. I'll pop another one here. And this circle is slightly larger than the half circles, so they're not going to show underneath. I love this box. I think it's ingenious. I was so excited about it when he started to design it, because I think it's quite amazing to think that there's kind of no limit to how many you can put together. So you can go from making these tiny boxes, well, they're not tiny, they're quite sizable as well, that fit inside it. So you've got dies to make boxes to fit inside, which is 4 of them. 4 will fit perfectly. Okay, let's see if we've glued enough together. So then you rest this one inside this one, and it just slides on. And there's my half circles with my spacers. There's my circles, hiding them. And that is that. I've got a lid for the top. And again, you can make the inner feet, put 4 of those together, and it becomes your handle. So it's just absolutely amazing. But I mean, these are all options for what you can do. So I'm going to show you now how to make the boxes that fit inside. Right, I'm going to go with the simpler one first. Right, this is your simpler box. Now this is an open topped box, but it's just so clever to get the dies in to make these as well. So we've got our glue tabs. I've folded all my score lines, reinforced those folds, and we'll glue those together. Again, it tells you exactly how many of everything you need to cut in your instructions. So they are very good. I'm not changing anything on these, I I'm making them exactly as it says. There's my main box. Oops. Should have held that a bit longer, shouldn't I?
Too keen.
Too keen, indeed. Got so much to show you. This is the thing. There we go.
Yeah, this feels like it could be a Christmas week project.
Yeah.
When you're off for the week.
Do you know what, though? I honestly don't mind when things take longer, because when it's your hobby, it's not a bad thing that things take longer, because you enjoy making them.
Well, yeah.
It's a big thing, you know. It's a lock yourself away in your craft room. Oh, I know what I'm going to make today.
Leave me alone for a week and a half.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Bring me food and coffee. So, I'm going to pop some glue on my tabs. Again, you know I like to do it this way. I probably am doing it different to the instructions, actually, because that's me, innit? I know how I want to make a box, and I know how that box should be made. So
yeah, it's not keeping you in check, is it?
Not really. You could try. You could try. I should actually have cut some extra bases to cover the bottom, but I didn't. Right, so there's your basic box. And then you've got the glue tabs on the top that you stick this one onto. And that'll go on there, just to neaten everything up. And that one will go on the top. I'm going to just go around and keep pressing until my glue takes. You see, this is where red line tape would be perfect, because I'm going to go around and round and round until it's all stuck. There we go. We're getting that.
So much you can do with this set, isn't it?
Oh, honestly, it's so good, and it can make, when you think that, all right, I've done 2 layers on that box there, but you literally can just keep going. And I've got bases in both my boxes, but that top box, you don't need a base in that, and you could glue it at these, because I've only glued half of the half circles. Well, you could glue the other half of it as well and glue that on so it makes a solid box.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so good. Just so good. Right, so we'll take the lid off here. And we'll pop him in there. I should have 4 really, shouldn't I? Oh man. Didn't think of that, Alex. Did I? Never mind. So there's 1. That's our simple open top box. So if you just want kind of a divider inside, that's what you'd make for that. So the other one. Now this one has got an ingenious little clasp, shall we say. So I'm going to cut this. So I've cut 2 of each of the sides. So this has got its own side as well. Reinforced all my score lines. And again, we'll do the same again. So it's this is our lid. So this a lid one, then an open one. Then another lid one. I nearly picked the open one up then.
You will have to say it yourself.
That would be a disaster. I haven't brought a dice set over me actually, so I wouldn't even be able to cut any more. Oh dear.
So we can edit that.
We can edit.
Running upstairs, getting
the dice set, cutting them. Yeah, that's the one. Let me tell you, I haven't finished yet, so it could be possible.
But we won't tell the audience.
Oh, we won't tell anyone that we do things like that. Oh, good Lord, no. Consummate professional, me.
That's right, we've always got everything we need in the studio.
Definitely. Definitely. Right. So, do you reckon I've left them long enough this time? Probably not. Let's fold and see how we get on. So we fold that and we fold that so we get them level. I also know that my box is square when I do it like this, and I'm not 3-legged donkey, Alex.
I was just thinking, if I was doing that, the way you were doing this, using the back end of the box to straighten it up, I wouldn't be able to open it again.
So much glue, yeah. I've seen you using glue, yeah. And I go, you actually don't need that much, Alex. And he's like, squeezing it out like that. I'm going to give you my other one next. You're not having my deluxe anymore. No, I'm much better with the old tape one, like that little mouse thing. Yeah, that's you. That's definitely you. Right, so I'm going to open my lids and I'm going to stick my base in because, as you know, I need an extra base that I haven't cut, but it looks good from the inside, Al. We just won't show the bottom of the box. This is only a construction. This is only construction, and it's only to show you how we basically put them together. I mean, you've got instructions, and that is the main thing. And it's always nice to refer back. I mean, I've got the instructions by the side of me because there's a little bit coming up, and I need the instructions for it because Toby's made. He's absolutely a genius, honestly. Jodie will tell you this. She always knows when we send dice sets through to her, she knows if it's a Toby dice set. It's always got something. Oh, she always praises Toby in her videos. He's amazing, honestly. So we've got this little piece here. So you've got ledges here that are cut out as part of the lid, but it's going to be... It's cut away, so it's for us to glue these onto. So we've got... I'm going to refer to my instructions to see which way to pop that on. So that's right, it's the straight edge that goes there. And the curved sides there. Okay. I wonder how many people were shouting at their screens then when you were putting it on the wrong way. Possibly. With their instructions in front of them going, no, don't put it that way! Don't put it that way! I know. I am referring all the time to my instructions because it's so good that you want it to be exactly as it's meant to be. Do you know what I mean? Of course you do. I know, like I've made so many boxes that's how I just make my boxes, by gluing the inside in like that. I like the inside of the box to look neat as well as the outside, That's the only reason.
Alison says exactly the same thing.
Yes.
I think she does the other way to you.
All right,
She
okay.
does the outside first.
Ah, does she glue
it depends on what it is, but does the outside first and then glue the
She glues one inside,
to cover up the tabs, yeah.
Ah, okay.
She says she always says she likes to leave the mystery. People wondering how you put it together.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That really is. So then we've got that all glued on, and that's our lid. But what do I need? I need one of those. I need one of those. I need one of those. 2 of the middle piece. That's it. There it is. Right. So it's that, and that. And this piece actually comes from here's the fallout from that. We don't waste anything in Tonic, you know that. And these are going to make our clasp. Got my instructions. So you glue it. It kind of clips together. So you've got your top piece. Then you've got this piece. These 3 dies should be glued to the one top panel. All right. So we just put a thin layer of glue around there. That goes onto there. And then this one also goes onto there. So what you've made is, inside, how are we going to show this, Alex? Have you got that?
Yeah.
So you've got the one piece inside, and then you've got this outer ring there. Okay. Let's hope that's going to dry nicely for me while I pop these onto my box. Now, these 2 should be glued to the panel. So we're going to glue them together like this. And then they go. It's probably better with a detailed die on it, because I think the detailed die has actually got the cutaway, so you know where to place them. So you need to pop it halfway. So we've got half of the die. Let's have a little look. Should we try that out? Let's go for that. So I haven't got any detailed dies on me. I think that's about halfway. And then that goes the other way. So that goes like this. Over there. No, that's right, that way. Right. So then on the lid, we glue this piece here. Just around there. And we glue that to our lid. And we pray that I've done this right. Because if not, Alex will be doing some editing. And I will be running upstairs for the die set and recutting my lock. Well, I've actually got a spare one, I think.
Oh, good. I was just going to put a thing on the screen saying 10 minutes later.
Right, I'm not going to push it together straight away just because I want the glue to set and pray that I'm doing it right. Okay, shall we go for it? Right, so you literally just press them together and it
holds. Genius.
Isn't that good? And it does that.
Oh, lovely.
He's so clever. And then that again will fit in that, so you can make 4 of these, 4 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. And that'll fit in your box with your lid on top, with all your beautiful decoration dies and your strips for the sides and your little layers for your legs. And that's your Magnificent Mortis Box. I hope you've enjoyed making this with me today. I hope I've been of use to you. That's the main thing. Don't forget, refer to your instructions. It's all there for you. And any problems, got your videos to look at as well. Thanks for joining me today. Tag us in your makes. We love to see what you're doing. Happy crafting.